Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class. Today, we are going to discuss about type conversion. Uh, Type conversion means we are writing different data types. We are using different data types in our programs. Say, for example, we are using int, we are using double, we are using long. There are so many data types that we are using in Java. So the type conversion means when you convert a value of one data type, when you convert a value of one data type into another data type, that is called as type conversion. Say for example, I have an integer value, I want to convert it into a decimal value, I want to convert it into a double value. So when int is being converted into double, then it means that we are talking about a type conversion. So let's go through with the definition. What is type conversion? Conversion of one data type into another data type is called as type conversion. Conversion of one data type into another data type is called as type conversion. This is very simple. Now moving to the next slide. How many types of conversion do we have? So when it comes to the what is type conversion, first we can discuss the type conversion. Say for example, I have taken a value of int x and I have taken a value of long y. That means there are two variables of two different data types. Now we can store y equal to x or x equal to y. Whatever we do, suppose for example if we are storing y equal to x, that means x is a value of another data type, y is a value of another data type. So when x is being transmitted to y, that means integer is being converted into a long value. This is what we have to understand, that this is type conversion. Or we can even write x is equal to y. So when we are writing x is equal to y, that means the value of long is to be converted into int. In fact, this statement will give us an error. I am just telling you it will give us an error. But I am just telling you that what is basically a type conversion is. Conversion means conversion of one data type value into another data type value is basically termed as type conversion. This is what the type conversion is all. So now we move to the next slide. When we move to the next slide, we talk about the types of conversion. So the type conversion is categorized into two broad categories. Number one is implicit type conversion. Now what does an implicit type conversion mean? Conversion of one data type into another. Automatically by the compiler is known as implicit type conversion. So it means that when a value of one data type is converted into a value of another data type, automatically it is being done automatically by the system, by the compiler, then it is termed as implicit type conversion. अपने आप जो चीज अपने आप हो, that is implicit type conversion. Simple terms, right? Whenever we are doing an implicit type conversion, it means that on the left hand side, the size of a data type will be larger than the data type on the right hand side. Say for example, if we are storing x equal to y, that means x is on the left hand side and y is on the right hand side. That means that the data type size of the left hand side value will be larger than the size of a data type on the right hand side. This will be done in the implicit type conversion. This will happen in the implicit type conversion. Now we talk about a second type, that is called as explicit. Explicit means explicitly. Explicitly means हमें करना है, somebody else will do it. So here comes that the conversion of one data type into another, forcefully by the user is known as explicit type conversion. That means when we are converting a value of one data type into another and it is being forcefully done by the user, then it will be termed as explicit type conversion. Now what will happen here? The size of the data type on the left hand side is smaller than the size of a data type on the right hand side. That means I have shown you in the previous example I have shown you in the previous example that here when you see the statement x is equal to y, I have said this is an error. Why? Because the left hand side data type is of int and the size of int is 4 byte. The value on the right hand side is a long whose size is 8 byte. That means we cannot store a bigger container, a larger container in a smaller container. It clearly means that we cannot store a larger container value into a smaller container value. That's why it's an error. But here in this slide I was explaining that what is type conversion. I was not explaining explicit. I was explaining type conversion. Now when we move to the next slide, what I have shown that on the left hand side the data type will be of a smaller value, smaller size than the data type on the right hand side. This method of conversion of data type from one to another forcefully by the user is known as explicit type conversion. Now we will see that how we will do this. Let's see. When we see the type conversion examples, now when we come to the type conversion example, you look at the implicit type conversion example carefully. What we have done, we have taken a value of int x and we have taken a value of long y. Now we are storing y is equal to x. That means y is a value of larger data type, that is 8 bytes, and x is a value of a smaller data type, that is 4 byte. That means a larger container can contain a smaller data value. This is what we have to do in implicit type conversion. We are not doing it. It is being done automatically by the compiler. That is why we are calling it as a implicit type conversion. Now when we come to the example of explicit, there is a int x, there is a long y. Now what we are trying to do, we are trying to store a value of y in x. That means x is equal to y. That means x is of an integer value, long is of a larger value. It cannot be contained in a larger value. That means it will show an error. It is wrong. So how to do the explicit type conversion? To do the explicit type conversion, to make the explicit type conversion possible, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to use a technique, and the technique is termed as typecasting. We have to use a technique and the technique is termed as typecasting. So what is typecasting now? It's very simple. It is a technique. What is typecasting? It is a technique which is used to convert a one data type value into another forcefully by the user. That means if I have to force a conversion, that at that moment the technique that I have to use to implement an explicit type conversion, is known as typecasting. So how will the typecasting work? Let's see an example. You have taken a data type on the left hand side and a variable. That means on the left hand side the variable has a specific data type. On the right hand side also our variable is there or a value is there, and this variable or a value has a specific data type. This value or a variable will also have a specific data type. That means on the left hand side there is a variable with a specific data type, and on the right hand side there is a variable or a value with a specific data type. Now you want to convert this value into this variable. You have to store it in this variable, and to store it in this variable the variable data types are different. So when the data type of the left hand side is large and this is small, it will go automatically. That is called as implicit. But when it is small and it is large, then Now we will be discussing typecasting. It is a technique of converting one data type into another forcefully by the user. So the technique which is used to convert is typecasting. What we are going to do here is a variable of a different data type and a variable on the right hand side is of a different data type. You have to convert this value or a variable to a data type of this left hand side. So if it is a smaller, if it is a larger and this is small, it will go automatically. But if it is a large and it is a small, it will go automatically. But when it is a smaller data type and it is a larger data type, then it will not be transferred automatically. Then it will won't be transferred automatically. For that we need to use the typecasting technology, typecasting technique to convert it explicitly, forcefully by the user. In that respect, what we are going to do, we are going to take a variable and before the variable we will place a round brackets, we will place a round bracket and within the round bracket we will type the name of the data type. We will type the name of the data type in which you want to convert. Say for example, you want to convert. Say for example, if we are having int x and long y, that means y is of a different data type and x is of a different data type. Y is a value of a long data type which is a larger. Suppose this is a larger data type and int is a smaller, so it cannot be converted into integer value automatically. That means first we have to make it an integer value, then only it will be matched by the integer value. That is what we are doing by the help of a typecasting, that we will be writing the name of the target data type. Now here when we see, when we are passing y equal to x, when we are passing y equal to x, y is a long value, int, x is an int value. So y is to be converted into what? int. That means the target is int. For that what we are supposed to do, we have to put a round bracket and within the round bracket we have to type the name of the, we have to write the name of the data type in which we want to convert. So in which we want to convert, that is int. That means we will write the int in the round bracket so that it is converted into integer first and then it can be stored in an integer. This is what we have to do in typecasting to convert one data type into another explicitly by the user. Now we will come to the next part, that is known as type promotion or data coercion. What is type promotion? When we are going to promote a data type, then it is called as type promotion. And it will happen when, say for example, when you are multiplying 2 into 2, the result is 4. When you are multiplying 2 into 3.2, the result is 6.4. That means when you are multiplying integer by integer, then the result is int, and when you are multiplying int by a double value, the result is double. That means the value of type, the data type value is being promoted, That means when we manipulate a smaller data with the larger, then the result will be a larger data type. That means if x is equal to and double y is equal to 3.2, and when we multiply these two values, the result becomes a double value. Therefore, the type is promoted. That is, the double z is equal to x into y. That is, double z is equal to x into y. This is what we do in the type promotion and it is also known as data coercion. Now we come to the assignment part, and after this you see the assignment, and after that I will give you the practical demo of how it works in the program. Define type conversion, that is very simple. Differentiate between implicit and explicit, we have already done right now. Define typecasting, we have done it again, and then you have to define data coercion. Now I will come to the practical program approach, that how the type conversion works, right? Now when we come to the programming part, say for example I have taken a class and the name of the class is typecon. It's a name given by the user, it does not have any relevance with the type conversion or anything. I have taken a related name. Public static void main is the name of the class, is the main function. I have taken a int variable and its value is 5, and I have taken a long value y. So when you are storing y equal to x, is it possible? Yes, it is possible automatically. Why? It is a larger data type, it is a smaller. And whenever this is the situation, the value will be transferred into another automatically by the compiler. That means that will work and y will be containing the value of 5 and the output will be 5. Let's see. First we will compile. It shows the no syntax error. I will right click in, I will execute main. The answer is 5. That's simple. When we come back to the program and I will change certain things and I will write, say for example, y is equal to 5 and I am taking x as nothing. Now what I am doing x is equal to y semicolon and I am deleting it off. Now when you compile this program, it is giving us an error. Possible loss of precision means loss of data. That means loss of data. Please make sure these kind of error, when you will trap it when you are doing with the practical, you will be finding that these kind of errors are coming in your program. To remove these errors, you have to be very specific. You have to be very specific with your thought process. So whenever you are storing a larger value into a smaller data, there is a loss of data. There is a loss of data. But still you want to do it. That means you have to force it. And when you are supposed to force it, you have to use the typecasting technique. And what is the typecasting technique saying? Before the value which you want to transfer, you will put a bracket and you will write the name of the target data type. Now the y becomes integer first and then it can be stored in integer. And if we want to print x, the x value will be printed. Yes, it may be printed. Now if we have compiled, it's showing no syntax error. I will execute it. It will show the value of 5. This is how the typecasting works. This is how the typecasting or the explicit type conversion and the implicit type conversion works. Got the point clear? So in the next class, we will discuss something else. Till then, thank you.